Recording.
Hey, pause. What?
Focus.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Zoom in. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Listen up.
What up? My name is Chaxi Erosh is in the building. We are the JUS Kidding Podcast, and we are back at the Kyoko Art Gallery in Lavington with none other than
You already know. They call me Manasseh, #NoStylist. They call me the captain. You know how we do. I'm super excited to be here. I don't know what this guy got us to talk about. But
let me tell you, the style was because you're the only person who never needs introduction.
Yeah.
Like introduce yourself. Because you have all these 100 titles. But bro,
he missed out the captain. I know you usually use the captain.
I know two captains.
Yeah.
There's Charisma and there's Manasseh.
Yeah, the captain. But he has I saw a picture of him with a rose on the mouth and a red suit. I don't know what was that. What was that?
That was like for Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Okay.
So I did a shoot for Valentine's Day. So it was kind of like it was a theme shoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good vibe.
For Valentine's.
Yeah.
What?
For the
Do
ladies.
you know what I did? What did you do for Valentine's?
I don't. It was a tough time for me. But it was cool. I was trying to hibernate and attend the men's conference.
Hey.
Valentine's is not a day for everyone, to be honest. Harry, at least you had a good one.
What do you mean?
It's not a day for everyone.
Yeah.
Ukiachwa unaachika, my friend.
Sasa kuachwa, that's a different case.
Unaona, ukiachwa unaachika.
Yeah.
And this is something we should be talking about, maybe not today or maybe some other day. But let's not talk about Valentine's.
Yeah.
Let's just leave that.
We are sorry, bro. We are sorry.
Anyway, kuachwa, man.
So Manasseh.
Yes.
So you are a presenter on Switch TV.
Yeah.
You model.
Yeah.
Seen you a couple of places.
Yeah.
Safaricom, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Then you were on the Trap House
Yeah.
before he joined the Trap House,
Yes.
which is a show that airs on Nation TV, right?
Yeah.
So you do all these things,
Yeah.
and I was just looking at how people like to box creatives.
Yeah.
I'll give you examples. Like when Nick Mutuma was your friend,
Yeah.
when he decided to rap,
Yeah.
and there was a huge backlash. What's up, like baki to acting, you know?
Yeah.
Same thing, even Kanye.
Yeah.
When people don't like the Yeezys, like baki to kuimba.
Yeah.
When he has a bad song, people don't like.
Yeah.
Like this guy should just produce.
Yeah.
Sindio. So there's when then I was seeing Top Dog, the owner of TDE. He was saying before they released To Pimp a Butterfly, he was on a call with Jay-Z and Alpana like, hey, we're about to release this big project that we are taking a gamble because it's not really what the culture is used to, and so it might backfire on us. Then Hova Kamambia, then this is the best time to release it because if you release it, they'll never box you.
Yeah. Wow.
So, what are your experiences? Because now he's a musician.
Yeah.
You do all these other things.
Yeah.
Have you been in that space where people want you to do just one thing?
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was starting, like, I used to go to, I started with acting. That was the first thing that I started with. So it took off and I was really passionate about it. I just kept on going. That's like 2012. That's a couple of years back. And when I started going to auditions back to back, I used to like fashion so much. So I used to like put in some extra work in how I look before I go to an audition. So I remember I went to a couple of auditions where they had this specific casting director. I'm not gonna mention names. And he's still in the industry.
Feel free to drop
Still in the
names.
industry doing anything.
We don't discriminate.
Feel free to drop names. We like names, bro.
So the thing is, this guy, there's one day he found me right outside queuing, just waiting to go in an audition. And he told me, easy audition ya modeling.
Wow.
Yeah, because you're also a model as well.
Kwa nini unakuja kama umevaa hivi? I'm like, so that was an issue.
Like for real.
Yeah. He's like, I should not. Okay, he did not tell me not to dress up, but he had an issue with me dressing up, looking sharp more than everyone, standing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe he never really got me. Never really understood me.
Did you get the part?
No, I don't. Actually, there's no audition that I've ever auditioned in front of him that I've ever booked.
Shit. Tell me about that. Because we were having a conversation the other day, and this came off a tweet by again Nick Mutuma.
Yeah.
And like, if we started our own platform, sort of a Netflix that has Kenyan content, would guys want to pay? Would guys actually subscribe to watch content on that platform? And one of the comments that I think got a lot of feedback is someone tweeted and said, no, why? It's this in Kenya, it's always the same faces. Like literally, any movie comes out and I want to go to the theaters, I know I'll see the exact same faces. That's another thing. You say you've never auditioned and got any role. Is it the casting where there's an issue?
For that specific casting director. Casting director. Yeah. Well, other auditions, of course, I've gone to numerous auditions. I can't even count how many I've gone to this year only. And you know, I book parts often, all the time.
So if that guy saw you with your hair now, does he know you've dyed your hair now?
Okay, I'm sure he's seen on social media, of course. Like, you know, social media now is that tool where I get to your space before, you know, you actually get to see me.
So quick one, in terms of being an artist and doing so many things. And we know in Kenya, a lot of artists you find that an artist is not only just a musician. Like you are a model, you're a TV host, you're an actor. I'm sure kuna pia biashara zingine za chini ya maji hujatuambia. Kama gani?
There's a time, I don't know whether your time Nicola John on Chucks beer. I used to like do designing for outfits. I had a suit line that I dropped, but you know it was doing pretty well as well.
So the question is, why do you think, like in Kenya, do you think if, let's say, one of the things you picked, say acting, what you started with, if it was super lucrative, like if it was completely lucrative, do you think you'll be into these other things? Do you think guys are in different areas because of trying to make ends meet, ama because
I think it could apply to two ways. You're right. There are people who are here to like make, you know, extra income so that it can be wholesome at the end of the day. They say an average millionaire has at least 7 avenues of income. So, you know, regardless of how much is coming in, you could still have, you know, many more, right? But also for me, it's a journey of finding myself and trying to see what exactly is meant for me. So it got to a point where I knew acting, presenting to the end. That's what I want to do. I don't take for any other thing. All these other things you see me doing, the catalog shoots. By the way, go buy the True Love April edition.
Quick plug.
Like, so you know, some things like those are just you know, extras, just icing on the cake. But you know what are the main things that you want to do.
You said something that I picked that is interesting, that for you just want to do as many things as you can for you to really find out what it is that you want to do, and now you think it's acting and presenting, right? That is something that I feel most people our age are struggling with. Either with identity or just trying to find that thing that they think they can do, they believe they can do.
For me, I feel like our generation is pretty confused. People from our generation and the generation that is just coming after us, people are pretty confused. You know why? Because we live in a very superficial world where it's all about Instagram, Facebook, what can I see, and when you're big on Facebook, that means you're known. So most of the people are trying to be known. Most of the people are trying to be famous. But you know you can be very successful without even being famous. Like in our generation, we need to have lawyers. We need to have engineers, doctors.
Farmers.
We need to have
farmers.
You know, farmers from our generation.
Yeah, but you know, people say, you know, somebody will say we're in a generation, the generations are. You're told you can be whatever you want. And you want to be. Is it right now? You know, I saw a meme that one was said, my daughter wants to a part-time job as a CEO that she can only do when she wants. You know, something like that. Anyway, what I'm saying is, we were in a generation where we're told you can be what you want, and we want what we want right now. You get what I mean? So maybe the confusion comes from. But I want so many things.
You want so
and
many
I want
things.
all of them. Wait, is that what we call instant gratification? Somehow, I'm in a generation where I see guys in the same who are in the same industry as I am, and I'm like, shit, I want to drive a Discovery like Jalango. I don't know, it took Jalango 20 years of putting in work for him to buy his own house, drive that Discovery. But me, I'm like, hey, even this Toyota, I want it now. And that's crazy.
2 points. 2 points. First of all, we need to be very patient. The problem is, most of us are not. And let me take this back to a point where I had like a whole bunch of friends, so many people that I started with. We used to go audition together. We used to let each other know what's happening. And, you know, through the journey, people just kept disappearing. People going to other things. So there's a sieve, and the sieve is the time between now and when you actually start taking off. So let guys do whatever they want, and it gets to a point where when you just believe this is your thing, you can't give up. Just keep going.
You know, I'm gonna ask you about Meru, but before that,
about what?
See, growing up in Meru.
He grew up in Meru.
So you have to.
Right, see, definitely have to talking.
You have to tell us.
He's talking.
It's not stalking. But
we'll go back to that.
But yesterday we were sitting down, we were talking about con men in life in general. The guys who call you and tell you, oh, nitumie 1500 box yangu sijui imeibiwa ama tunda school trip. You know, nowadays people are like you get a message on your phone and it reads nitumie 1500. Dad nitumie 1500. We're going on a school trip. Oh, my box I've been robbed my shopping. You're not even a dad. But if you're a dad and you have a kid in school, you will send money.
So because they don't have phones in school, they would call you with whatever number they come across.
Whatever number.
All right.
But now there are other cons, like you're told, come for an audition, pay 200 bob. Did you ever do those ones?
But honestly, I think I really wanted this so bad, I would have paid. But good thing I didn't have the money.
I like what he said. Like if you think it's genuine,
but
bro, it's like saying if I love let me see, person X, I love what they do, I would pay to intern with them. You know what I mean? Like if you really like it, I'm gonna pay to have it.
For me,
just
like,
learn.
I never went to those paying auditions because I just didn't have the money. Because for me, first of all, it's just like what I need is just a fare to get there. Show my talent, go home. So paying auditions, you have to pay for registration. I don't know what. And you know that does not apply. No one should pay for an audition because what you're looking for is talent. Yes.
Well,
plus, you know my beef with auditions is
which auditions?
Bro, this guy hates
auditions.
Audition.
You know, me and Jaxi auditioned at Energy Radio together.
Do you remember?
What?
Bro, do you know how long it took me to do that audition for Energy? Because I fucking hate auditions. I'll tell you, I hate auditions.
Even Maria did that audition.
It was fantastic. I don't know why she didn't get it.
So me and Maria were in the same group.
But all you guys were actually in the same group, I remember. Because you guys are in an earlier group. So my beef with auditions is most auditions are not specific.
Okay.
If I want to call people for auditions, now that I know better, if tomorrow I have a platform I want to audition people, I'll make sure that by the time they're coming for the audition, there's like a scale, a sieving process. I hate auditions because the people who are auditioning already they know what kind of a person they're looking for, but they never say it. So it doesn't mean you're bad. You just couldn't fit the role. Maybe. Regardless of how good you are, we're just not the person they were looking for. If they said it prior, you would not have queued for 1 hour, stayed for a whole day, you know. So I'm like, if you're calling guys for auditions, can you please say exactly what you want? So that before I come to the auditions, I know I have what you want. Sasa, can we get to the talent and see if I got it? Sasa, I feel like that's my beef with auditions. Like they know what they're looking for and you never know.
I feel like some agents are actually doing that.
Some agents do that.
They're kind of like, you know.
They give you a description.
But I think the major problem is the system.
All right.
The industry or the scene system is not working. Because you see, when you look at maybe the States, what they do is like, you know, casting directors work with agents. And they call agents and they tell them, we want X, Z, Y.
All right. And
the agent cannot, as much as they represent you, they can't call you for that audition if you don't fit that brief.
All right, because they already have a comprehensive brief.
Because acting or commercials or whatever you're casting for is about the brief. It's about the brief. Even if you're trying to be a presenter, you know, if they're trying to cast a guy for a Steve Harvey kind of show, however how good I am, I can't book that job because I'm not speaking to that crowd.
Exactly.
It's about fitting the brief. Yeah, I think you're
So
right.
that's my beef
People
with
need
auditions.
to
Like stop wasting people's time, bro.
Yeah.
Stop
but
wasting
I think
time.
the worst is when sometimes they do send the briefs and
Yeah,
they send
yeah.
them out. But I feel like the worst is when they already know.
Yeah.
It's like they've already done the casting.
It's a formality.
Yeah.
It's a formality because I remember and I'm not gonna say it because it feels bad.
Drop
just
names.
say it, just
Relax
say it.
names.
I
Hey.
Okay, I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
I auditioned for Sugar
Yeah.
a certain season.
2011.
I don't know which one.
Umegrind huku nje, bro.
We had to make grind.
Umegrind, right?
I auditioned for Sugar.
Yeah.
Probably, did you audition for
No, I
Sugar?
did
You
not
never
audition
auditioned for
for
Sugar.
Sugar.
So I auditioned for Sugar. And we were auditioning for the role of Leo.
Leo,
I remember.
Did they say who Leo is?
Did they
Like,
audition for Leo?
They auditioned for Leo.
Oh, wow.
Now the person who got it from the audition,
Yeah.
I still remember him to this day because we became friends to some extent.
Who's the person?
He was not the person on the
Auditions.
the person we auditioned with and the person who won the audition because it was a whole sort of competition thing. They would win, like 4 people would go on and then they get voted for and people decide who will take the role, etc. The person who won was not the person who came out in the actual series. The guy who was in the series now was Nick. No. The guy from X.
XFM, Nick Ndenda.
Yeah, that one. I can't say the other name.
Okay.
I can't pronounce it.
Alright,
Ndenda. So imagine. I feel like now that's the worst where you've queued people for hours and days and then you drag them along.
In my opinion, this is what happens.
Yeah.
So when it comes to casting, you'll find there's a casting call today, and all of us will come out.
Yeah.
Then they'll cast. Out of the people who came today,
They didn't find a
they'll be like,
match.
no, they'll be like, Chaxi, feed the brief.
Yeah.
Out of all the people that came today.
Yeah.
But then they'll go to a production meeting where they're going to discuss and look at the tapes and be like, okay, we feel like we can get a better Ken. Who they picked Chaxi to play Ken that day, but they feel like they can get a better Ken. So they decide they're gonna do another call.
Yeah.
So to be honest, casting goes through a couple of they they make another call and they see whether they can get someone better.
And unasema ukiacho achika basically.
Kiacho achika, but then casting, you can't force it. It's just casting. I became so free with it to a point where you just let it go. Uki audition unasahau, you move on with life. And it's just what it is.
And then you wait for the next.
Wait for the next call.
So growing up in Meru, man, tell us about how do you decide when you're sitting in Meru, I want to be a TV presenter?
Yeah, instead of cultivating Mira.
Instead of kuuza Mira, and I hear it's a lucrative business.
Yeah, business is lucrative.
Yeah, Mira in Meru is like the best business.
Unakulanga hizo vitu kwanza?
Hapana, nilikuwa na once in a while. Nilikuwa najaribu. Ile nikihang out na boys, gang on top.
Okay, hang out na madem?
Hapana. It's never been my thing.
You should try
It's never been my thing.
You should try Mirages.
But here's the thing. Most people do not know that Mira is not grown in the whole Meru County. So in Meru, there's a place called Maua. Meru town itself and the area around it, there's no Mira at all.
Yeah, I've never seen actually.
Yeah, so when you leave Meru and you're going towards Maua, that's where, along that route somewhere, that's where Mira is grown. So Meru, as a county, it has 9 sub-counties.
Alright.
And only 4 sub-counties have Mira.
Out of the 9?
Out of the 9.
The other 5.
So the other 5 have rich food. Meru is number 2 in food in Kenya, right? They produce a lot of food. Viazi, whatever, tea, coffee, whatever. They have all that because they're also close to Mount Kenya.
Yeah.
Anyway, so growing up, I come from a family of 5 siblings, including 4 and me. So growing up, I remember there was only one radio that ilikuwa nashika Meru, or ilikuwa at that time.
Kiss.
No, in KBC English service.
Oh shit.
That's back in the day. And it was the one. Yeah. So there used to be this guy called John Karani. John Karani used to present in a mid-morning show that would go up until 2 p.m. from maybe 10. And so during the lunch hour, he used to play some music called lunch hour music, which was epic for me. Okay. I used to connect to it. Every time we were having lunch and bonding with my siblings, we'd listen to that. So John Karani had a very distinct voice and he used to kill it on his links. I did not even know what the craft was, but I was just like, hey, this guy sounds so good. Yeah. And I just thought, I would want to be this guy. Yeah. So for those who don't know, my name is Manasseh Karani. So at some point, so I told my mom, I want to change my name to John. So I
Have
can
you ever
actually
met Karani?
It was that serious?
So I can
I've
actually
never
be-
met him.
No, I've never met him before. When I came to Nairobi to start off in the industry, John Karani had at that time been poached to Kampala. He went there and worked in one of the biggest networks for radio as well. And I think he's just back
Shout
now,
out to
just
him,
recently.
man.
Yeah,
Shout out to
he's
him.
a legend. He was amazing. Was incredible. He was the minor of that time, man.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
So that's how
That's how
I'm
growing
attracted
up
to
in Meru.
presenting.
And
Yes.
that's how growing up in Meru.
So I'm gonna ask you what you're listening to right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be a new song, an old song, whatever you're listening to right now. But do you think can you say what you're listening to with that Cameroon accent?
What I'm listening to with the Meru accent.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay. What am I listening to? Okay, what I last listened to today was a meditation in the morning before I left. So that doesn't really count.
It does.
But
Yes.
what is on replay on your playlist?
On replay is Willie Paul.
Willie
Which
Paul
one?
say,
Yeah.
"Woo!"
Then which one?
Willie
Hallelujah.
Paul. This new one.
Hallelujah.
Oh.
Hallelujah. Yeah.
Yeah. Anasema
I like
vinatafanya
that
wadem
one.
mpaka waseme
I
hallelujah.
also have on replay Otile Brown and Calligraph.
Okay.
Japo Kidogo, I like that song a lot. I'm a huge local fan, for those who don't know.
Okay.
Also,
The Meru accent didn't come out at any point, bro.
okay.
I think the Meru accent
Okay,
didn't
so
come
let
out.
me do it again. Okay.
Yeah.
Sasa saa hii kwa replay nasikiza Willie Paul, nasikiza Otile Brown na Calligraph. Hao ndio wale mastaa napenda sana. Unasikia? Hao ndio napenda.
Who says too Polish? He's too
Very
Polish to say.
Very so good.
Yeah.
Before I tell you guys what I'm listening to, what is the future for you now, Manasseh? Like, what are you looking at in the next few?
To be honest, like we said, acting and presenting.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm doing. Like today I've just cast for something today, and I hope it goes well.
All the best, man.
That's my routine each and every day. Just getting opportunities and presenting myself for them. So yeah, acting, presenting to the end. I'm trying to get on radio. Hey, or to a radio, hire
Yes,
me,
man.
please.
Please, someone hire Manasseh, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a spot in what is it called? Like mainstream radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm getting into emceeing. That's the future now.
For real?
I've already hosted one gig in Kisumu in February.
Yeah.
So I got hit up by some guys there. Went all the way. It was epic. People showed love. I'm looking forward to more gigs towards the end of the year. Okay, from now to the end of the year.
Man,
so
sure.
MCing tunakuja na ubaya. Energy ni mbaya. So unaona basi.
Hapo
Captain. It's gonna be mad. Yeah,
Hapo
so
sawa.
that's what's up.
Hey man, shout out to you, man.
Bless kabisa.
So I'm listening to a guy called Eduardo.
Eduardo.
Oh,
I know
so-
Eduardo.
You know
I know
Eduardo?
him, yeah.
Yeah, there's a song he released Juicy. I don't remember the name, but I will check and I will definitely put the link on the description.
I'm also listening to this guy called Nonso Amadi.
Nonso Amadi,
Yeah, he's Nigerian.
Nigerian. I
Yeah.
think that's another thing to check out, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's gonna pop. Like his sound is R&B-ish and it's epic. Yeah.
So that's another thing I guess we'll also check out and see.
Yeah.
Because actually here I think we discover a lot of, because everybody comes and just says random artists. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a long story. So I'm listening to Eduardo. What are you listening to?
I'm listening to Asha, her album Bed of Stone. Yeah.
Why?
Right now.
Yeah, I mean that's what I've been listening to, like Jana, Leo, even in the morning. That's what I played.
How did you
and
come
Chronix
across it?
as well. How did I come across her? I've been listening to. I don't know how exactly I discovered Asha, but I know I've been listening to her for some time. And then she was at Koroga. Like
He's
2
listening
weekends
because
ago.
he's
Sure,
guilty.
Koroga, yeah.
Because at Koroga he was drunk through the entire performance. He missed
Bro, can you
everything.
imagine? I was so excited to go see Asha, then I missed her performance. I was there physically, but I missed it.
You were lit. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Give
Anyway.
us your socials. We
First of all,
wrap it up.
I need to know where you guys are from. Grill too. Where are you from?
Where am I from? I'm from Nairobi, Kenya.
Really?
That's a
Born
lie.
and raised here.
No, I was born in Embu,
Okay.
raised in
Murang'a.
in Murang'a, Maragua,
Yeah.
partly there and then
Yeah.
partly in Nairobi.
Wow. I don't trust Murang'a people.
You don't trust?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You can't
It's
trust
all
them.
good.
I'm telling you.
It's all good.
I was-
Shady
Crazy.
people everywhere, man.
Anyway.
You never know.
Yeah.
Born and bred in the village. I come from Kuria. Kuria is at the border of Kenya and Tanzania.
Yeah.
6 years in Nairobi now, bro.
Yeah. 6 years in Nairobi now.
Tumejaribu.
Mwambie ongea hiyo Kuri accent. Nothing.
7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
You've been here 9 years.
It's gonna be this the 9th year.
Cheers. Tunangangana, tumetry.
Yeah.
All right, give us the socials.
My socials at Manasseh Nyagah on Instagram, at Manasseh_K on Twitter, at Manasseh. That's my page on Facebook, and I'm not on Tinder. Thank you. Anyway, hashtag the captain. Hashtag no style.
All right. All right.
I am A-Rosh, aka Mr. Karke Mani, aka Mr. Rehebe there, etc. I'm looking for other AKAs as we go. Remember to episodes come out every Friday morning. Give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe.
Yep. All right. And I'm that guy Chaxi across all social media handles. We are Just Kidding Podcast across the same handles. Until next week, bless up.
Think recording.
Hey, pause. What the
Focus.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Zoom in. Wait a minute.
Listen up.